Hi, this is Daniel with End Time Country Living, and today I'm going to go over how to fill up seed trays with compost and some efficient ways of doing it and how I'm doing things that may give you some ideas. That's coming up. So every year I have to get a lot of seed trays going. I like to put out starts in my garden rather than seeds because of the slug problem and other pill bugs and other creatures that take out a lot of my plants. And I find that I can get much stronger plants much earlier and larger and healthier, seems like, if I just start them in seed trays. So one of the things that I do every year is to get a lot of these 10 by 20 flats. I have quite a few of these now that I've accumulated, and I like to use these 72 cell. These are like 6 packs, and 72 cells fit in one of these 10 by 20 flats. And it seems to be a good standard size. It's big enough for most vegetables and things like that. So what I'm filling these with is material that I've scraped from the bottom of an old compost pile that's all nicely broken down from last year. This stuff here, which is a mixture of soil and finished compost. So it's nice and light and fluffy. It just packs together almost packs together. You can kind of get it into a little bit of a ball if you really work at it, but it breaks apart very easily, which is exactly the texture I want. Very high in organic matter, and the plants seem to like it a lot. I don't have issues with damping off disease and fungal growth and things like that. It seems to be a good mix of material that's in here. So the challenge is, when I do a lot of these, is to efficiently get these filled up with soil. So I'm going to show you a few of the tips that I've used. The process, kind of getting things organized. Today is a beautiful day for doing this outside. When it's raining outside or in the evening or something like that, I'll just set up a table in the house next to the wood stove or something like that, and just get a tray and get my bag of soil and just start filling them up there. So either way works well. Today I'm out here. I can stand up and do it at my table out here by my shed, so it makes it real nice. So this is the setup I have here. I have a good stack of the little pots here, and so I have just a stack over here handy, so I can grab them and fill them up here. I need to get a few more here going. Get a bunch over here where it's convenient to grab, and then I just use some kind of tray, whatever you have available that doesn't have holes in it. So I have just some other cookie sheets and things like that I've used in the past. This one, since I'm out here and I didn't have the one I use in the house, I just grabbed another one of these 10 by 20 seed trays, and they work beautifully for that too. So anyway, I just lay these out in here. I want to have a little bit of a gap around them so that any spillage goes into here and I can don't get it all over the table, and I can reclaim it. So I just lay these out here quickly. So that gives me about 5 in here that I can fill at a time. Then I have my bagged material here, soil that I am putting in here, so I can just grab it by the handful here and just dump it on the top here. Just kind of pile it up. Nice and overflowing here. And then I'm going to pack these down a little bit so I can get more soil in them. So I'm just going to press down. I got 3 here, so I'm going to use 1 finger in the middle and 2 on the outside here. Just kind of press it down here, and kind of keep going here. Pressing them down, kind of try to see if I can pack some in there, which is possible. Okay. And then, if there's any, there's usually some left over, so I'm going to just spread it around, and then I'm going to pick these up. So also going to get a tray here. So pick these up and brush these off a little bit here. And then I have my tray here, which I'm going to fill up. I don't like to just set these in here and fill them up because I get a lot of dirt or soil down into the tray, and I do bottom watering, so it becomes a big muddy mess and things like that. I don't like to have a whole bunch of debris in there, and then or take them out and then dump it out and then have to fill them all up again. It's just easier to just kind of keep it nice and clean as they're filled up neatly to set them in here. So that's why I don't do it that way. So I like to level it off so I can see the individual little cells, so I can get my seeds directly in the center, so I don't have to guess kind of where the middle is there. Just speeds up the process, and also just so there's an overflowing, just brush them off. And just set them over here in the other seed tray. Try to be fairly efficient and quick about it so I don't waste much time fiddling with them, but something like that. And grab another set here. Start dumping them in. Okay, so once this gets too full, I just dump it back in the bag rather than trying to reach around the pots and get it back in the next set there. I just dump it, and it makes it a lot more efficient to get these done here. Do another 5 here. So I usually don't bother to wash these out too much. If some of them get really dirty, I'll put them underneath the faucet there and give them a good spray off. But I don't really need to sanitize them or anything like that. Nothing special there. These seem to go for quite a while. Had these for several years now. So we'll see just how long they do last, but they seem to be fairly decent. It allows me to get the plants out because they have a little slit in the bottom, and I can kind of push on them to kind of put my finger on the back and kind of work the plant out and extract it fairly easily. A more rigid pot might be a little more challenging to get them out. I always recommend getting the highest quality of pots you can find, because having them crack and break and having to replace them all the time is a lot of time wasted, having to go order more or figure out where you can get a good deal, or where some better ones are, since you got tired of the ones that broke last time. So doing a little research up front is a good idea. These I just usually find the cheapest ones I can find for right now. If I get a chance, I might try some of the higher quality ones. But I like having them in little sections here. These are a little easier to deal with than a whole flat, something that's solid, and try to get them out of there. But I'm going to try some different stuff and see if you guys have any recommendations of stuff you tried. That would be helpful. Please put those in the comments. This particular tray here is from the Bootstrap Farmer one that I did a video on. This is just a weak one that I probably got on Amazon or some local store or something like that. I don't remember even where I got it now. But these crack really easily, so I'm trying to be very careful with the ones I have, so I can make use of them, not just throw them out. So you get a little bit on the table. Try to keep them back from even these edges here. All right, thanks for watching, and I encourage you to practice growing some food for your family this year, and grow some food for yourself, something that you really enjoy, something that will, you can go out to your garden and harvest it and have a meal. It's so wonderful, and God will bless you for it. All right, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.